first item I have here is Burberry. 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 I've always had my eye on Burberry items. I just didn't know how I was going to obtain them until someone put me on to like outlet shopping, going into Nordstrom Rack, Neiman Marcus, Bloomingdale, Saks Fifth Avenues, the list goes on, and other websites out there that you can actually obtain any designer bag, you know, new, refurbished. And so I picked up this Burberry bag, and I don't believe they carry this one anymore. So if you're out there and you're gonna be trying to look for this bag, good luck, because this one is, you know, they're no longer carrying this one. And it is a crossbody. It's a crossbody bag. You can shorten it through the straps up here. I liked it, this bag. What attracted me to this bag was that it was a classic Burberry print, and I wanted that. And I had the Burberry card holder, which I'm not showing in this video for whatever reasons. And I thought it was cool because this has a card holder inside. It has a card holder inside for you, so you don't have to carry the card holder, because this bag is card holder friendly and ready. And you know, for the most part, I haven't had any issues with it. This is leather, calf leather. I haven't had any issue with cleaning it or keeping it clean, because the inside is black, even though I have not wasted anything in this. And the outside, I have also been very gentle with it as well. So this is one of my first Burberry purchases that I've ever made. And it does come with its duster bag. And I'm going to put it back in this duster bag to keep it looking good for as long as I can. So I'm going to put it back in this duster bag, and it's going back in there. And the second item I picked up by Burberry fell on the floor, but that's okay. Was this bucket hat. This is actually a third item. The first item I actually owned by Burberry was the card holder, which roughly runs you about 200 bucks. You might be able to pick that up nowadays at maybe 20 or 30% less than that, but it's still a win. It's a great buy. I picked up this Burberry hat. It wasn't the Burberry hat that I initially wanted. I wanted the same one that matched the purse. However, at the time they were having the sale, and I could actually fit this hat, because some of them, they were children's hats, and I wasn't aware of that, and they switched them out, and they put this one in its place, and they said this is the adult size hat. And I thought, wow, it's a nice fit. However, if you were a guy, I would contemplate maybe sticking with the traditional hat and not so much this terry cloth. It is pretty thick, and you know, it does have the Burberry inside the hat. It has an outside, tells you where it's at, where it's located, all that stuff. And I thought, this is a nice hat. Black, you can't go wrong with black. However, I was reading the inside, so you cannot dry clean, so you have to spot clean. So I have been very handling this hat very, you know, gently, so I won't mess it up. And I'm still on the lookout for that plaid Burberry hat, and I know that I'm gonna get it. And when I do, you guys know I will be right back here sharing it with you guys, because that's what I do. And the next item I picked up that was a designer item was this Love Moschino. I invested in this bag. I think I got this around the time period. This was post-COVID. We were coming out of COVID. And I found this on Nordstrom Rack, I believe, or it could have been Nordstrom. Nordstrom was having ridiculous sales around that time, and they pretty much still are. It's just people are asleep to shopping on Nordstrom because they think everything is ridiculously high. They think they can't afford it, but I'm here to tell you, you can afford it. And you stick with me in this channel, I will be showing you exactly how to spot and find the best deals on Nordstrom Rack, on Nordstrom, on all of the websites. So I picked up this, and it was by Moschino. I've never heard of Moschino. I didn't know what this brand was. I just know that it was nice. The model that had this crossbody bag on it looked very nice. Looked very cute. I liked it, this neutral color. I liked this little gold, you know, writing on the outside, that three-dimensional, it is up. And I thought this was just nice. I thought it was cute, that, okay, it's just a cute bag. I mean, just fit your phone and some few other little things. It does come with a crossbody, and it is gold. And it does have like one little slot in here that you can like stick your card or wallet or something in here. There's a little pouch in here. Can't really see that much in this bag. This bag, it is, you can, you know, wipe it off. It is leather. You can wipe it off. It's not gonna hurt or harm it. And I thought this was nice. This was something nice and friendly. Like if you don't want to carry a big, bag or the crossover bag I just showed you. It's a little smaller than that, but it's, small but quaint and dainty. I liked it, that one. And at around the same time, I actually, a little after that, I picked up this, the Ted Baker London. We didn't know too much about Ted Baker London brand. He is an upcoming designer, and that's all I knew. And it's also another crossbody. It does, excuse the noise, it has little tassels on the end. They're gold. This is a little small, cute bucket bag. Okay, these you can tighten this bucket bag up to make it look more scrunched up and more like, bucket vibes. It does come with a strap where you can adjust the strap. I have been wearing this bag since I hadn't been wearing it in the past, so I recently started wearing it, and you can tell I've been wearing it and using it and stuffing everything in it as well. It did a little after I got this. I was in, I believe it was Nordstrom Rack, and I saw a brown wallet, and voila, this is an 8-card holder, and it does have the middle inside. You can insert something else too, but it is pretty big to be small. It carries 4 on one side, 4 on the side is 8, and it also had the matching, Ted Baker on it. So I thought that was cute, and I could use it in here because this only had like one little pocket, and it didn't have a card holder. So I thought this was cute. It did come with a duster bag, so I just keep it in this duster bag like I keep all of the bags, and that's the way I keep it clean and whatnot around here. Next item I want to talk about is this Jimmy Choo wallet. Like if you are someone who are looking to up their wallet game, like from just plain wallet, it could be Calvin Klein or whatever, he is a name brand. However, if you're looking to go up to a designer item and you're like, okay, am I going to be able to afford that? You totally can afford these wallets. This was a larger card holder wallet, kind of like a coin purse. It does look, has a little opening inside here, and it just says Jimmy Choo on the inside. It has this one little pocket on the outside, so your stuff, I mean, it's a nice size. Like I said, this reminds me of a kind of like a slash coin purse, if you will. You can squeeze and put things in here. However, you're going to probably have to keep your money together and have this one pocket on the outside, and maybe some little change in here. And I thought it was cute at the time. I liked the emblem on here, Jimmy Choo, and it is real leather. I picked this up, like I said, at a Nordstrom Rack, in a different city, and they just had better stuff in there. Like sometimes get out and venture out, please, and give other Nordstrom Racks a chance, because sometimes your location, it may not be hitting on nothing, but trust me, if you get out there, go venture out, make it a little trip, and go venture out to these different store locations, outside of your ballpark or neighborhood, and you will be surprised at what they sell up in there, and how they get down up in there. But this, I wanted this wallet. I thought it was cute. It's black and it's the perfect size for like when I'm carrying larger totes. And so, like I said, this one, the original price was, I believe it was 250. So it was 250. It was on sale for about, I think this one they were having the extra 25% off. So I think all in all, I probably paid like 138 or something for this wallet. So, you know, it wasn't nothing too big, but you know, it was, you know, something that I liked it at the time. And so I picked it up. I did write it down over here just because you want to, yeah, this was 250. Like I said, it was 250. I got it for like 138. So that's still a win for me. And another item that I picked up while I was at Nordstrom Rack in my city was this Marc Jacob. It's just a Marc Jacobs card holder. You know, it is leather. You know, it only holds 4 cards and maybe something inside here. Now, for the most part, for those of you who are looking to upgrade your wallets or whatnot, these you can see all day long inside of Nordstrom Rack, and these are going to be always under 50 bucks. You know, I've seen them for like always under 50 bucks. So they're going to always be in there for under 50 bucks. And, you know, if you see one, you definitely can get one of these and you start the journey to upgrading, you know, all of your accessories, your items, you know, your purses, your wallets, things of that nature. So, you know, definitely, you know, keep that in mind that these are definitely affordable. And so is that Ted Baker London. I think I paid less than, you know, maybe around 30 something dollars, close to $40 for that wallet. So you definitely can afford these wallets and these items and not have to be stressing about, oh, I gotta work overtime, or I need somebody to get this. You can totally get it yourself, and you know, just know that. I did pick up another wallet at the outlets. So if you have never been outlet shopping to the designer stores, then what are you doing? What are you waiting for? You need to get there. Drink your Red Bull and fly there and get your stuff. Most of the times people think that, oh, the designers, they're only going to have sales like around the holidays. Like you're watching this video, I am 2 days out from Thanksgiving, and everybody had the Black Friday sales and all that stuff, and the Cyber Mondays coming up. I'm here to tell you that you do not have to wait until the holidays or any Cyber Monday sale or whatever. When you go in these stores on a random day, sometimes they have the 30 and 40% off is what people don't realize. They don't know. They just think, oh, it's sales. We're all going to get the sales. We're going to sales. We're going to the outlets. We're going to get the sales. Sales. You are, just stick with me. You're going to be a more keen shopper, because look, I picked up this wallet at the outlets, and they had this wallet on sale. They had this wallet on sale, and I believe, let's see if it's over here. The original price was $345, and that was just the outlet price. I got this wallet for $225. This is a YSL. This is the Saint Laurent. You know, this is the Saint Laurent, same brand, YSL, Yves Saint Laurent, and it does have what, 5 card holders? Yeah, 5. And then, you know, it has a little coin, a little chain purse. I liked this. I thought this was cute, sleek, dainty. You know, could fit in any, you know, mid-sized bag. Yeah, I thought this was cute. This was an investment, and so that's why I picked it up. I have been very careful with how I handle it, because I feel like there was a little indenture here when I was traveling and something got on there, but you really can't see. But, you know, when I do that, you can see it a little, but it's not damaged in any way. It's just something was sitting against it. I don't know what. Maybe it was in its box, which is awkwardly odd box to have this in. It's something long like this, and the wallet is that short. It's very odd. but that's what they had it in. And so gonna keep it moving along with the wallets. Okay, I visited the outlets near me in Livermore outside San Francisco. And yes, I went into Jimmy Choo because I'm loving Jimmy Choo. As a matter of fact, I get their emails and all that. They let me know when they're having private sales and whatnot and all that stuff, all that jazz. And the last time I was there, a little while back, I saw this cute neutral, like camel color wallet. I thought this was cute. I thought this was really, just really nice. It doesn't have any card holders in here. It's just the cards, Jimmy Choo. You can put a little change in your money in here, and then it just has the Jimmy Choo emblem inside. And this has 6. This is more than the Saint Laurent wallet. It is a zip up. I like the sleekness of it. I like the 3-dimensional, logo on here. This is very nice. This was an investment as well. Like I said, the most part, the wallets that I had were they were leather, but they were just some random plain leather wallets that if you were looking to see a designer item on it, logo on it, you weren't going to see it because it was just a plain leather wallet. But it did what it needed to do. And I just felt like, okay, you know what? It's time for me to level up. I'm ready to level up. I do not have to break the banks. If I'm seeing all these prices out here and I know how to buy these things, these items, then so can you. And that's why I'm sharing with you on this channel. You can totally get all these things. And this Jimmy Choo wallet was, I believe, this was $250. I believe this was $250. No, this was $395. My bad. This was $395. It was on sale in the store. They had it mispriced, but it was still coming off of a 30% off sale. And so the lady said, because the sign was still in front of it, okay, don't tell me that don't have my back. The sign was in front of it. The lady honored the sign and she gave me the 30% off. So I ended up walking away only paying $225 for this wallet. This is a nice wallet. Like I said, you don't have to be setting up no Afterpays and all these payment plans. Those add up when you can totally afford these items. If you are someone who is spoiled by your significant other, they can definitely, you can afford to get these things and they don't even have to know that you paid the price you paid for it, because they're just going to think, oh yeah, you brought something nice, but you liked it. And you don't have to tell, because I'm not going to tell. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Let's get back to some Burberry, okay? Because Burberry has seemed to be in my vibe. I don't know why. I've been liking their collection, and every time I'm in the store, I was actually out of town for this number too. I know. What you guys don't understand is that when the designer outlets are hitting outside of your nation, I'm talking about neighborhood, how can you refuse? This is a nice calf leather wallet. It's sleek. It's very sleek. Look at it. You would never know that this was Burberry unless you just up on it. Look, it has a little button there. It has a magnet. This is a crossbody. When you open it up, you can see that it has the logo right there. It has Burberry. It does have this side pocket right here on the side. And it does have a zipper in here because, I'm a zip up girly, but for the most part, if I can't find a purse or bag that has the zipper on it, I can definitely appreciate this because you can zip up your personal stuff like your wallet, your cash in there if you don't want it to fall out, or keys or whatnot. However, it does come with, a 6 card holder inside. There's a 6 card holder inside here. And it comes with, all the tags. They're just still in here. I thought this was a nice bag. It's very nice. It's, you know, crossover body. You can wear it on your shoulder, or you can do the crossbody. The rest of the chain just came out. You know, this is a nice bag, and it's sleek, and I feel like, you know, it's one of those items where I feel like it's never gonna go out of style. It's never gonna go out of style. Just like some of, you know, your traditional Chanel bags, LV bags, you know, they're classic, and if you take care of them, you know, you have them for quite a while. And I keep it in a duster bag, of course, because, you know, if it gets knocked down or whatever, it's not going to get scratched or scuffed up, because, you know, that could be pretty pricey if you have to try to get something buffed out or something's damaged. It just takes away its value, you know. But for the most part, yeah, I love these duster bags. And I'm going to continue with one more Burberry bag, and yes, it is their newer collection, you know, with this print on it. This is a very sturdy bag. It is a crossbody. It does have a long strap that it is adjustable, you know, so if you're tall, you want to shorten it, you totally can. It doesn't have any card holders or anything in there. It's just a, you know, wide bucket bag. You can use this string to, you know, you can tighten it, or you can open it up, do however you want to. I've always wanted a Burberry bucket bag, and it was like for the men, for the most part. Like, I know a lot of you have probably been seeing that little small bucket bag on Nordstrom Rack. That is actually the one that I've been eyeing. Like, I've been like eyeing that bag, just staring it down. I've been eyeing it. I have my eye on it. And, you know, like I said, this one, I got this around the same time I purchased the other Burberry bag. And, you know, these bags, both of those bags, and by the way, I totally forgot to mention the price of that bag. The original price for that bag, I believe it was $10.50. Oh, that was $10.90. This one was $10.50, and they were brought down to $800. They had, one was $805, one was $810. I think this one was $805, and the other one was $810. And this is why I'm saying what I be saying. They had an additional, wait for the drum roll right there. They had an additional 50% off of that $800, which brought these bags down to $400 each. And like, that's lesser than fraction of the price at compared at $10.90. And I walked away with this bag for $400. You know, it's a no-brainer. Like, I don't know. Some people, they frown upon, oh, I'm not going to the outlet, I'm gonna buy my bag. Okay, you do you, and that's quite all right. And you know, this is a good vibes. You know, no BS over here. There's no fluff, no gatekeeping over here. Like, if I got these bags at the price I purchased these bags at, excuse me, I'm not gonna hide that, because I want you guys to know that you totally can go out there and purchase these same luxury items without working overtime or stressing out how you're going to get this one and get that one. You know, it's just, you know, these are investments. You know, I'm not keeping up with anybody. I'm not out here, oh, everybody has this bag and I got to get this bag. You know, that's not what this channel is all about. This channel is about finding the best bargains, clearances, blowout prices, you name it. That's what this channel is all about. And I want you guys to know when, how, where to shop. There really isn't no particular time and when to visit these designer outlets, because like I said, I've come up several times. Like, there wasn't a holiday, there wasn't a major holiday or nothing going on, and the stores just had these bags on sale. And so that's what I'm saying, that if you wait and you try to keep up with everybody, like, oh, they're having a sale, like, now we need to go there. You can wait then, or you can just go and check it out and have faith and decree that they're going to have something on sale for me. That's another thing I will be sharing with you on this channel, is that, you know, the mindset when you out here, when you're shopping, you're just going to become a magnet for the best buys, the best bargains. That's what this channel is all about. If you want to glow up, you want to upgrade your accessories, you know, your wardrobe, whatever. You want to invest in more designer pieces, you know, you want to invest in more brand name clothes. You definitely can do that on any salary, any budget. And I'm not even kidding over here. I'm not even laughing. I'm not even laughing. I am dead serious. Still alive though. Anyway, you can do it. You can totally do it. And that's what I want you guys to know straight off the bat. You can totally do it. Just like this next item. I picked this up, and I don't know why, but it had a Ted Baker London bag, and so I just went along with it. I got this once again at another Nordstrom rack down the street from me. Wasn't far. And this was, I've never heard of this person until I saw this. Well, I have heard of this person, you know, just not like that. Veronica Beard. How cute is this? How cute is she? I thought, oh, this is, it could be a top handle. How dainty is this? This does come off. The crossbody does come off. It is a magnet piece in here. And like I said, this is leather. And it just has the name on the inside of the bag. It has the little balls at the bottom where it can, you know, for the person to sit or stand on. This is a nice bag, and keep in mind that because this is white, that whenever people wear white, you gotta, you know, you gotta just be mindful. I was out and about, and you know, it was a little baby nick on there, but nothing I can do about it. You know, for the most part, it's still a nice bag. I'm still going to be wearing this bag in the spring, in the summer, winter. I do not care, because one thing you will discover about me is that I'm not on the fad train or bandwagon or all that stuff. You know, that's cute and everything. However, you got to do you. Just do you. You know, your life should not be based on, or your shopping experience on, oh, so and so got this, so I need to go out and get it. You know, if you like it, you love it, you're gonna rock it, wear it, buy it. Okay, doesn't have anything to do with TikTok or anything else. If you like something and you feel like it's a classic piece, then you gotta wear the heck out of that piece, shoes, whatever, and don't let nobody else tell you otherwise. Okay, you are the trend. Don't worry about all those, oh, it's a trend, that's a trend. Don't worry about all that. You are the trend. Just remember that. And so I picked up that bag. Another item I picked up, outlet, and this was Balmain. Now, I do not have a Balmain store at my, you know, at my outlets, at my designer outlets. So I picked this one up when I was in Southern Cal. As you can see, it's an orange hat. It stands out. I thought it was nice. You know, it's just pretty simple. It just has the little thing back here. I have the paper in here for it to keep its shape. I've worn this a few times. I've spot cleaned it. I've wiped it. You know, I mean, you do you. If you want to put in the cleaners or steam clean it, whatever, you know, if you want to throw it in a washer on a gentle wash cycle, there are no rules, you know, on how you choose to clean your designer items. If you want to go spend more money on cleaning designer items, then that's your prerogative. There's no shade over here. You do what you feel you need to do or what's necessary. You know, me sometimes, you know, it's items. I'll throw stuff in a washer. But I would check it out before I do that. Okay? I would do that. before I do that, okay? And so I thought this hat was nice. It was around summertime. I said, okay, I'm gonna invest in this, and I will have my eye out on another, you know, Balmain hat, you know, because I would like to have a black one. I would like to own I prefer a black one. You know, I like that orange one. When you wear that orange hat, I mean, people are gonna remember you. It's just this, it's gonna stand out. Like, they're gonna remember you. Last but not least, I hope I haven't forgotten anything. If I have, apologies. Is this? This is a big duster bag. I know you guys are like, are you doing your washing in the middle of filming? No, I'm not. But what I am doing is about to show you guys this lovely, enormous black leather bag. Look. And that's because it sits down like that, and there's a snap. Oh my gosh. Look how big this bag is. Like, this is me. This is this bag. It smells so good. This is a leather bag. Look how large this is. And guess who it's by? Look at the notches on here. I like these little notches on here. I'm trying not to knock down anything. Vince Camuto. Now y'all know that this bag, I think it costs, I don't know if I put it on here. I don't see it. Oh, and by the way, that Veronica beard bag, it retailed at $4.95. I snagged it, picked it up for $97. $97. I believe this bag was, it retailed at 200 something dollars. I got this bag for less than $100. Look how big this bag, and it's a leather tote. Like, if you wanted to get away for like 2 or 3 days, you could fit your laptop, you could fit a little makeup bag in here, maybe 2 outfits and some jammies in here. Like, this bag, like, don't tell me that this bag is not going to be useful. Look how big this is. If you're in school, you can carry your books around here. You know, like, this is an upgrade. This is an upgrade. I thought this was a nice investment, and I had some Vince bags in the past. Oh, and it does come with this, you know, non-detachable wallet size pouch in here, and it just says Vince Camuto on it. And I like it because I can just stick my card holder in here, my keys in here, and I don't have to worry about it falling out for the most part. And yeah, so that's all that I have today for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And look, this bag is ridiculous. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you like content like this and you want to see more content like this, then like, subscribe, hit that notification button so you'll be notified when every time I upload a video. I mean, stick with me. You guys will never pay retail price again unless you want to. Never pay full price again at these ridiculous prices, okay? All in all, I think I wrote down a total. All of these items I just showed you retailed at $5,700, okay? $5,700. However, I paid $2,100 for all of these items. Not kidding at all. So stay tuned for what's up next, what's coming up in the next videos. You don't want to miss. So until next time, hey, live your best life.